Hello, family. Welcome to HGW Community 72. The HGW stands for Homegrown Wellness Community 72. I am Miss B, Bohemian Soul, and welcome to the channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a subscriber or you visited the channel before, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in, and it is greatly appreciated. I did a couple of videos in the past. There's some rain going on in the background. I got my windows up. I love listening to rain. There's some kids actually outside playing, so you guys will probably hear them screaming in the back. Some kids playing, but it is what it is. It's the end of the summer, so I guess they're trying to get it all out. But today I want to, or this evening, because it is evening time here. It is what? It is 7:45 p.m. here in Connecticut, where I am coming to you guys live from. I got a glare going on in my glasses, but I'm not taking them off, so because I need to be able to see. So today, one of the things that I talk about on the channel is affordable home ownership. And I've done some videos to that. And today I really want to talk to the family about how my journey is going with buying a single family home for, yes, I had a blue Jolly Rancher, so my tongue is blue. So I got it from my daughter. I love Jolly Ranchers. It's a weakness of mine. And the peach rings. I love the peach rings. That's neither here nor there. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about the single home family journey, how it's going for myself and my children. So just to give a little bit of back history, divorced last year. My children and I actually moved out of the town where we were living with my ex-husband October of last year. We moved totally a different town, different part of Connecticut. It's very rural out here. I love it out here. And I am looking to buy a single family home. So if you have been on my Facebook channel, you'll see really for like the last several months in my stories, I've posted a lot about different types of home and affordability and things like that. So for a while, I was on and wanted to get a tiny home. But after doing my due diligence and figuring out or finding out what was the legal specs, so to speak, or the legal size. Like the town and where I live, it is a rural town. So tiny homes are definitely accepted here. You know, I wanted to buy land and put my tiny home on that. But they can only be certain dimensions, certain sizes. I am a divorced woman, single divorced woman, mother of 2 teens, and so the 400-foot squared allowance that you can have here in Connecticut for a tiny home, not gonna work. You know, I had been watching, a lot of other people, tiny homes are much more supported, more like in the South, Texas, the Carolinas, Virginia, Tennessee, California, places like that. There are tiny home communities here in Connecticut, but they're few and far in between. And a 400 square foot tiny home is just not realistic for me and my 2 teens. Not realistic. So, I grew up in a ranch style home, and mom, dad, brother, older brother, and 3-bedroom. Our home was not large. It was like I think maybe 1,000 square feet, but we had the basement, 3 bedrooms, living room, dining room, basement, which I already said. I think we had like a crawl space or whatever. Nice sized backyard, side yard, nice front yard, all of that, attached garage. And you know, I've always felt like, even when well, my ex and I, we had a pretty large single family home. It was actually his home prior to us getting married. It was 3,000 square feet. But that's neither here nor there. So, you know, I would always say how it was important for me to do, if not the same, but better than what my parents was able to provide for my brother and I. And that's something that I always want to do for my children. And so we currently live in a very nice space, a very affordable space, but it is not my single family home. So I've come to the realization, you know, like I said, I've done my due diligence. I've come to the realization, I personally, my favorite type style home is a Craftsman. I love the Craftsman bungalow style home. I do like the Craftsman Cape, but the bungalow is my favorite, and that is the goal. I do love a farmhouse. That's my second favorite style home. I do love a farm style home too, but my favorite ultimate goal is to get a single family Craftsman style bungalow home. Definitely 3 bedroom, if not 4, for my children and I, but it has to be affordable. And what does that look like for a single woman on a average income? Is that realistic? Is that feasible? Am I able to, or will I be able to do it? I absolutely will. Like I said, I've done my due diligence. I've done the work. I am in the process of saving. You know, I share with my children, you know, when we moved here October, I said, you know, 2027, that's the year. That is the year where mom's going to get us our home, because I know because you know, like when you go through divorce and things like that, you know, your credit, your finances, they all get disshuffled and moved around, and there is a setback. But I have done my due diligence, and I do understand that I have to do my hard work and saving, and you know, building the credit back where it needs to be. There's also a lot of so I guess my ultimate thing is, if there is a single mother, divorced mom that has a child or has children, and you know, you're thinking that that's something that you can't do. Well, it absolutely is something that you can do. It takes time, it takes a plan, and you got to stick to it. I mean, I work a full-time job, but I also work a part-time job. And for me, what that looks like is literally my part-time income stacking. Stacking for the down payment. Stacking for the funds that I am going to need to come out of pocket to go towards my home. Are there programs out there for me? Absolutely. Am I going to take advantage of those programs, first-time home buyer programs? Absolutely. Connecticut is definitely the state where that is going to happen. Every every grant, everything they have out there, for me, I'm taking advantage of it. But I know that I have to do my due diligence. I have to do the hard work to get me to that point. And not for nothing, you know, home prices have been dropping, and I've been seeing homes in the town where I am and surrounding towns that are affordable for me now, and can do it and can make it work. But, you know, you have to stick with the plan. You have to stick with the plan. And so when I am 55, my children and I will be moving into that home. My son will be 16. My daughter will be 14. I look forward to that. I look forward to being able to provide that type of stability. Not that where I'm at isn't stable, but this will be something that I can say is mine and I worked for, and something that I will be able to, that legacy of home ownership. That's something that my children will have seen that mommy did, and that's really important for me, for them to see that. So, you know, I realized that, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe in 20 years, you know, if I want to move out of state, or just get some more land in state and buy a tiny home, I might do that in 20 years, you know. But just wanted to talk to how my affordable home ownership journey is going. It is going well. I am on schedule. And I'm this just is something that I serve, that I wanted to do, to serve as just like some type of encouragement to any recently divorced woman and man, that has children, and that you're in that situation, but you definitely want to, you know, get your own home, and just know that it is affordable. So listen, that's it for today, family. Listen, remember, I'm rushing. Be great to yourself because you are great. Be great to your family. They deserve your greatness. Be great to your community. Without love, self-love first, we have absolutely nothing. And as always, clarity is key. But without consistency, we have no balance, family. Be well.